Day 4 of Smolov, it was difficult, and there were a lot of points during this time that I didn't think I was going to make it, and I was honestly thinking about quitting the program. Um, it taxed me a ton. I mean, on the Smolov program, I believe you're doing around 135, 136 reps each week of deadlift. And this was my fourth day of this first week, and by this point, my grip was fried, my hands were tearing. I wasn't working on my normal bar. This was a little bit of a newer bar, and the knurling was relatively fresh on it. And I'm still having a hard time grabbing things today. But, I kept trying to go through it. I was taxed and fatigued from deadlifting the day before. I think yesterday was I want to say, about 415 or so, and that was 7 sets of 5, so I was taxed, and I wanted to quit today and just bench. But I knew Smolov, it's a program that builds on itself. This coming week, I'm doing the exact same reps and sets, but just with more weight on the bar. So if I'm failing at these weights, there's no way I can expect to succeed next week. I had to kind of try and decide what I wanted to do, and I wanted to determine that this is something that will be mentally taxing and test my mental resilience, and I want to prove to myself more than anything that I can get through this program. More than, taking away the higher volume or the work capacity or even just getting a bigger deadlift. I want to know for myself that I can do this. And that leads me to the title of this video. People can fall into being different types of Rons at certain points in time. Do I want to be a Ron Swanson, or do I want to be a Ron Weasley? And what would each do in this situation? The difference is that Ron Swanson's a man, and Ron Weasley is just a boy. Ron Swanson will find a way, and Ron Weasley will find an excuse. Swanson, he'd make the weight move, and Weasley, he'd probably just complain that his left nut felt small that day. I want to be Ron Swanson, and I want to get things done. I want to make sure that I'm pushing through this program and taking every possible opportunity to succeed in it. I can't be coming up with excuses and quitting if I want to be Ron Swanson in my life. I've got to decide who I want to be, and then I've got to do what I have to do. Now around this set, you'll notice that a lot of the people in the gym ended up shirtless, and that's a combination of a few things. First off, we don't have the best heating control in our gym. It's just a warehouse, and it was a particularly hot day, and it heats up real quick when we've got a full gym. And that's not too much of a problem. I mean, everyone here is a strongman or powerlifter, so we're in good company. Nobody here looks like bodybuilders. I don't think I've seen anyone with abs in quite a while. Not to say that there aren't some people in our gym, and not to say that powerlifters or strongmen can't develop aesthetic physiques, but it's not what any of us are particularly concerned about doing, so we just do what makes us feel comfortable, get our sets and our reps in, and if it's getting hot, we'll take off our shirt. We're in good company, and it's just a happy, fun atmosphere. Maybe we're the true Planet Fitness. We're a judgment-free zone. Well, we'll give each other crap from time to time, but that's the extent of it. Anyway, the takeaway from today is that I've got to make sure that in order to succeed on this program, I'm doing my homework outside of the gym. I've got to be eating more. Smolov isn't a program where I can be missing meals and still expect to succeed. And I've got to be recovering proactively. I've got to make sure that I'm doing my foam rolling, my camel hunches, I'm stretching. I'm doing what it takes to succeed. Now this last set, you saw a little bit of a weird setup going into this, and I was feeling beat, and this was turning into a long workout for me. I was there for I think 5-6 hours or so and still deadlifting. That was partly just me taking the recovery that I needed in between sets to make sure that I could be confident going into the next set. But part of it was just, some people who knew me, they know that I lift best when I'm happy, when I'm shrugging things off, when I'm bouncy and dancing, and they gave me some good advice, and they told me I needed to loosen up. I needed to make this fun, and I needed to make this something that, I enjoy doing, always. That's why any of us are in here. It's because we love it. I'll be the first to say that, being able to pick 500 pounds off the ground isn't the most successful, most useful skill in life. So if we're not doing this because we enjoy it, then there's no point to it. I mean, a forklift can do our job a million times better than we ever can, and there's not a whole lot of need to have this level of fitness, this level of power generation, but we love it, so we keep doing it, and we've always got to make it something that we enjoy. Now, here I was able to finally move on to benching after, I think, 5 or 6 hours of deadlifting, and I was really tired, but I wanted to make sure that I was doing everything I can to be prepped for this sport. I'm trying to currently increase my pressing volume and hopefully get a little bit more muscular hypertrophy in at this point. I'm quite a ways out from any contest coming up, so I want to make sure that I could keep pressing, even in a fatigued state. This is going to mimic a contest real well. I mean, think about how a strongman contest normally goes. There will be an event and you'll be doing a max squat or a max deadlift or whatever it might happen to be. Then you'll pull a truck, and then you'll do a farmer's, and then finally you'll have a pressing event. I need to be able to bring myself about and press and be strong in that press, no matter what my current state is. I need to make sure that I'm able to hit those heavy weights and keep on working. Strongman is a sport of general strength, and a lot of that comes down to strongmen must be durable. We've got to be able to lift even if we're tired, even if we're fatigued, and I've got to be able to push myself and make sure that I can get my work in even in those states. I mean, in a sense, Smolov might be just a perfect program for strongmen, because we want to be durable. We want to have that volume capacity and that work capacity and be able to get to it whenever we need to. I won't say it's the best powerlifting program in the world. I think it's far from it, and I think it's, very specific to trying to get those capacities up and that volume up, and it develops qualities that powerlifters don't generally need. That's almost perfect for strongmen. We try and just do things that wouldn't be suitable to the general populace, but we're trying to do something special. And in order to do that, we need to take on special programs. Now here you see me trying to hit a 315 close grip single, and part of this is I want to be able to generate that maximal force production even after being so fatigued. And I want to try throwing in heavier sets at the end of all of my general volume work. So there you have it for this week, folks. Until next time, have a great day.